Hello everyone and welcome back to your local Samaritan. I'm your host, Samara O'Gorman, and today's episode is very near and dear to my heart. Today we talk to John Shrier, a local musician. In February of this year, John's friend Cody passed away after a courageous 9-month battle with cancer. John, being so close to Cody's parents, decided to commemorate Cody by one-wheeling across Canada. Take a look.
My name's John Shrier, and I ride for Cody.
Hello!
Hello.
Oh my goodness, we're matching.
Are we? Well,
Yeah, we
yellow's my
color
color.
coordinated. It's mine too. Oh my
Great.
goodness. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good myself. So thank you so much for joining and agreeing to do this today.
No, thank you for having me.
For those who were watching, our mutual friend Jim Bouchard actually showed me your page, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it for the last couple of days, not only because, well, like the generous personal tie that you have with it, but also the fact that you're not running, you're not biking, you're not roller skating across Canada, you're one-wheeling to raise money for young adults who are battling cancer. And I think that is, there it is, there's the famous one wheel. I love it. Your baby. So
Yeah.
before we delve into the I Ride for Cody campaign, I'd like you to tell everyone watching at home just a bit of a backstory about you. I know that you're a songwriter and a performer, and you have many musical endeavors in your career that have led you to where you are today. So just tell everyone a bit about your story.
Sure. So I started young. I don't want to make it a lengthy interview, talking about myself. But yeah, from a very young age, I was always a performer and a singer and an entertainer. And so as I got older, I tried to, at one point, I even auditioned for Pop Stars, which was Canada's version of American Idol way back when you were, very little. I think I was 21 years old. So we're talking circa 1997, 98. Erica M, I remember, was one of the judges, and I think David Foster was involved in some regard. But yeah, I made it as a finalist, but didn't make it. And that kind of repeated itself. I've been very fortunate to be in whether it was a competition or just wonderful venues around Canada. I've been able to perform and also perform my original music. So fast forward a few years, and I moved myself to Whistler, BC, of all places, and found a real identity there within the musical community. And so right place, right time. I performed at the 2010 Olympics. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard.
No, I know. It takes a lot of courage to talk about it.
Anyway, I performed at the Olympics. I got my songs, my original songs, actually into a festival in Zhangjiajie, China in 2013. So that was my 15 minutes.
Beautiful. I remember watching the Olympics like it was yesterday on TV.
Yeah, super powerful and super impactful to be included and to have Barney Bental's band back me up. Very special. So as a result of living in Whistler, I performed 7 nights a week, Fairmont Chateau, Four Seasons, Crystal Lounge, you name it, and I probably played it. And I had a lovely career, but then my dad got sick.
Mm-hmm.
And after being away for 10, 12 years, I had to come back. And God, the universe, was very, very kind in allowing me to see him off in fine fashion. He was a very, very important person to me. But I came back and we buried him. And so I've been without my best friend for a little bit. The Bouchards have been super duper supportive of both my musical career and just my career as a human. And so it just made sense to kind of, family, I think during this time is extremely important. And I've never thought about them more in my life than in the last 2 years. Cody got sick in 2019 and then he was just gone. So I take a look at my career as a musician, as an entertainer, even a comedian. And I kind of feel like the marriage is there. I would only be able to do those things because of my family. And I wouldn't be who I am today. I'm very proud of who I am. I'm not here with children or a lot of like things, material things. But what I have in droves is the support and the love of these people and Jim Bouchard.
Absolutely. John, I've only been talking to you for about 3 minutes, but I can already tell that music is a healer for you. I really do believe that music heals. I've always believed that music kind of washes away the everyday dust of life, and it truly leaves you like refreshed in a type of way. So
that's beautiful.
Thank you for sharing that. Very, very beautiful story. Through some research, I learned that over the years you have had such a selfless heart and have donated your time and raised funds and awareness for multitude of different campaigns and charities such as Montreal Children's Hospital, the Breast Cancer Foundation, the WAG Wildlife Rescue, just to name a few. But now with your trip across Canada, you're raising money for the CMB Foundation, which I feel is closest to your heart. So John, tell us a bit about the I Ride for Cody campaign and the goal behind it.
So I started riding this beautiful machine, and it really is a cure for depression. It also allowed me to brainstorm this adventure, this fundraiser. I was doing it no matter what, because I'm a little bit of a nut bar. And I put on like almost 300 kilometers on the thing in the first week. And so I started looking at the letterboards and what other people were doing. And I was seeing that I was kind of not leading the pack, but I started thinking to myself, what if? And then obviously Terry Fox, who's been a hero, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, how can I do something during this crazy time when we're all so isolated, but because of Canada's laws, I feel like I'm able to slip from province to province, masked up, self-isolated, safe, and maybe I can just go to the place where Cody was born and pull off a miracle of sorts. Maybe if enough people, because they're already looking at me like I'm crazy when I'm riding on this thing anyway, so I can't imagine all the heads that will turn along the way, and then the result being money for the foundation and money going into the awareness and to the areas that Cody, in his last wishes, that's what he wanted, and he would be here doing things like this for sure, because he was a warrior, and so that kind of led me to think, first of all, I feel almost selfish riding this thing for no purpose at all other than my own enjoyment. So I thought, I Ride for Cody gives me the chance to ride this purposefully and excuse me, to turn heads along the way and load that foundation up with money from beautiful people.
Wow. I can't stop thinking about it. I really do wish you all the luck in this journey. When will it be taking place, and what are you doing to prepare and train? Because I
Oh
imagine
man.
it's much different than running across Canada.
Well, it'd be so much better if I was in shape. So I approached this, I'm 43. I'm going to be turning 44 on the trip. I got in touch with a personal trainer, and she is nothing short of a complete guru when it comes to nutrition. And she's a triathlete, and now she trains. I'm not even allowed to disclose her location, but I'm in a place called the Sweat Locker. And she's training me herself once a week. But when I'm not with her, I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm a coffee absolute addict. So coffee is the first thing that goes into my body. And then I'm out the door making kilometers. So this thing only goes 18 kilometers from full charge to empty. There is another version of it which allows me to do double, but it's twice the price. And so therefore, not half as much fun. I'm going to be doing a multitude of switching. So for instance, to visualize the trip, almost 5,000 kilometers, I'll be riding this thing 18 kilometers, and then the support vehicle will literally toss out the fully charged one, and I will then put this one into charge, and so that I can stay efficient.
A cycle of
64
sorts.
Exactly. I'm going to try and do 50 or 60 kilometers every 3 hours, take a short break, heal myself up, and continue that 3 times a day for a period of 30 to 31 days. I reserve the right to be in pain. I reserve the right to be old. And I certainly don't want to do it in a hailstorm, although this thing is for all seasons. So, I couldn't pick a better device to take me there. But every day training 6 a.m. to 12, I'm eating the same thing now that I'll be eating on the trip. It is so boring. I could eat nail polish remover right now, but it's a combination of hard-boiled eggs, oatmeal, kale, shakes, apples. I'm allowed peanut butter, but only the natural kind, and only 1 spoonful at a time. That's my dessert. Absolutely no alcohol, too much water. And at night, I think it's a rice, vegetable, chicken melange sort of thing. It's driving me insane. But
that sounds like the one-wheel cuisine.
Yeah,
one-wheel fine cuisine.
I want to be efficient on the road. I think it's going to help me to be, I don't want to discuss to your viewers, but regular, so to speak. So it's just what my trainer explained to me in her ultimate wisdom was that eat the same, treat your body the same as you're going to be doing on the trip, because let's be honest, your body's not ready for this. Your heart is, but
yeah,
body no. So
yeah,
every day I do something. Yeah. And
this is incredible.
Thanks.
And I want to help. So other than sharing and spreading the word and sharing it on Facebook, how can I help? I know that you guys are looking for sponsors to make this trip a reality and would really benefit from that. Do you want to enlighten us a bit more?
Well, we are going after everybody and going after, I guess, is a little bit aggressive a word, but Tim Hortons, One Wheel, the company, Sobeys, to pick up groceries along the way, Petro-Canada. I have safety gear. It would be nice to have more. All these things come at a cost. So I've embraced that and just put myself all in, so to speak. I have to count family members in on that. I wouldn't be able to do it alone. The best way would be to get onto the CMB Foundation page. We are now going to be creating a Facebook page. Everything is happening. Jim Bouchard is the man. Feel free to call him. He'll probably hate me for doing this, but reach out to him because he's the man.
Yes.
And we're lucky to have him. So it's all happening. Get in touch with me. I don't have enough friends on Facebook, so by all means, jump, and I'll invite you in on the progress. I'm going to be making an absolute fool of myself on the road, vlogging every day, keeping in touch. People can donate by the kilometer if they wish, but it's going to a great cause, and the trip itself is going to be, it's going to come equipped with pitfalls and triumphs, and it should be a good watch.
That's all part of the experience, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to follow along. Now for my final question.
Yeah.
My message at Your Local Samaritan is to teach others the importance of kindness and generosity in our day-to-day lives. And I Ride for Cody instantly struck me as a true act of generosity and everyone involved, and it's perfect to showcase within my kindness project. So, John, I have one last question for you.
Sure.
Why do you think kindness and generosity is so important?
It's so simple for me because I watch Star Trek, and
Oh, you do?
the
Are you a
world.
fellow Trekkie?
Well, I'm a Gene Roddenberry fan, and I'm a fan of the idea of not letting money rule everything we do. Kindness, generosity. This is the currency that the world should really, really value most, because, there's a lot of people, I think, that are judged as a result of not having money. And that's a fool's game. Some of the most special people in the world have come to us in nothing but a garment. I speak of Mother Teresa. I talk of Gandhi, and I'm not putting myself anywhere close. I'm not a pimple on Terry Fox's behind. But what I am is a fan of coming at it with love. And now, as a result of doing this, holy crap, so many people, you included, like I'm talking to another wonderful person. And, for those out there that maybe don't have a family, maybe family hasn't been kind, maybe the world hasn't been kind, come join our family. I think Jim, the Bouchards, myself, you included, I think it's going to end up being a wonderful family that will lead to other things, other future endeavors. Next year, I want to go from Thunder Bay to Newfoundland. The trip after that, I want to go to Denmark, where my mother was born. And I will one wheel, and I will ride for Cody as long as I can. That's it.
Wow. Thank you for saying that. You articulated that so beautifully. Thank you so much for sharing. I really just want to say that Cody is going to be so proud of you and everything that you are going to be setting out to do. There he is. Thank you, John, so much for coming on. This was so beautiful. It meant so much to me to share your words about this journey across Canada on a one wheel. I still can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like
I still can't believe I'm doing it, but I have all the fuel I need.
It's right there. I wish you all the luck in the world. Good luck on your training. You're setting out September 1st, I believe.
Tuesday, September 1st.
Amazing. Well, I wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure, and thank you so much for having me.
Everyone watching at home, follow John's One Wheel Journey on Facebook, on YouTube. It's going to be I Ride for Cody. He's going to be updating daily vlogging. Remember to spread kindness today and always, everyone. Thank you.